break. This is simple, almost every team runs this. So we're going to have player 2 screening for player 1. 1 is going to use that screen and he's going to pop down to roughly this area of the court. We do not want to go to the corner because you can get trapped in that corner and that's not a very good thing to happen. So we're going to have player 3 inbound the ball to player 1. At this time, we're going to have player 5 cut towards the middle of the court. And we're going to have player 2 and player 3 where they're going to be kind of cutting down the sides. 3 is kind of the safety, and 2 is cutting down the side here. If 5 is open in the middle, what we want is player 1 to pass player 5 the ball. And then we're going to have player 5 take 1 or 2 dribbles. And now we have a 3, what we hope to be a 3-on-2. So now those players, once they get to that free throw line extended, they're going to cut in. And we're hoping to have a nice easy layup. In this second basketball play, this is the same formation, same simple easy press break. We're going to have player 2 screening for 1 just like before, and 1 is going to get the ball inbounded to him. And now the main difference is we're going to have player 5 setting up a screen for player 2, and 4 is going to be going to the middle of the court. 3 is going to be running inbounds as well, but I would actually prefer him going up the sideline. The reason for that is what we want is player 1 to be able to pass to player 4. And now after 2 uses 5 as a screen, 3 is still cutting down the sideline on the other side. 4 is going to take a few dribbles. And now he has what we hope to be, again, another 3-on-2 press break. And that would be fantastic if you could get a nice easy score off of that. So in this third press break, we are going to have player 1 using 4 and 2 as a sandwich screen. Once that happens, we're going to have player 3 inbound the ball to player 1, and 4 is going to break off, and same as player 2, except player 2 is going to be using 5 as a screen, and player 3 is going to use 1 as a dribble handoff, and he's going to be going down the court. At this time, we're going to have player 2 continuing, player 3 continuing, and player 4 sprinting down the sideline as well. Now this should be again another 3-on-2 situation, so that now you can have a nice easy layup. What I try to do with press breaks is not necessarily just to get the ball past half to set up your offense. I try to also attack that defense so you can get nice easy scores and make them not want to press you anymore. In this fourth press break, we are going to have player 1 getting screened by player 5, who's going to use that screen. 3 is going to inbound to player 1. This is against a man-to-man full court press as well, just so everybody knows. And then we're going to have player 3 run inbounds where that safety is going to get the ball. Now what's going to happen is player 5, he is going to be setting a screen with player 2 for player 1. 3 is going to take a few dribbles down the court if he can. If not, 4 is going to cut to the middle and he's going to get the ball, one or the other. And 1 is going to continue down and he's going to continue through to center court. This is where we hope to have player 1 open for that pass. So now he's either going one-on-one if they had a safety. If not, he has a very strong possibility. And if he's not open for a straight pass, you could actually lob it to him. You have a very strong possibility of going one-on-none for a nice easy layup. This is something that you would use at the end of the game. When I was in grade 10, my rep team used a play very similar to this, except player 4 had a little bit more of a job. He had to do some screening instead of being a safety. But anyways, this is a very strong basketball press break, and I hope that it works for you just as well as it has worked for me. In this last press break, we're going to have a stack. Players 1 and 2 are going to stack up together. They are going to split to both blocks. They can both be open, but player 2 is the number 1 option anyways because he is on the ball side. Player 3 can run inbounds. He can be the safety. If he does not need to be the safety and player 2's okay handling the ball, we're going to have player 3 use 1 as a screen and 3 should be open in mid-court. We're then going to have player 1 and 2 using 4 and 5 as a screen, while 3 is dribbling up the court. They're going to be cutting towards the rim, and you can either set up the offense or they can get past either players 1 or 2 for the layup. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I'm going to show you one little secret of why I kept on placing player number 3, my small forward, as the inbounder. The reason for that is I prefer a small forward to inbound the ball. I've said this a few times in my previous videos. I don't want my point guard inbounding the ball because now my point guard has to get the ball back to get it down the court. Same as my shooting guard. Those are my top 2 dribbling players. So I also I'm not a big fan of having the center, player 4 and 5, those guys inbounding the ball, because they may not necessarily have the coordination to be able to get that ball inbounds. So player 3 is kind of like an all-around player, one of those players who can be a guard, who can be a center, who can be a forward. When I pick my team, my player 3 is a guy who can do everything on the court. So that is my man to get the ball inbound. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because I make these videos every single day. I'll see you guys next time.